Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to talk about the hidden costs of owning a home. You know, when you purchase a property or you purchase a primary residence, there can be so much more than just the principal and interest that you should take into consideration on your purchase journey. And today we're going to be using my personal home as an example and what my current monthly output is to make payments on the house, my property taxes, insurance, and the upkeep on the home as well. Before we get started, if you could please like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification button down below, I would be eternally grateful. Unfortunately, when you purchase a home, it isn't always sunshine and roses. When you decide to make that purchase, there are a lot of other things you should take into consideration, while moving forward. On top of your principal and interest, you will also have your property taxes, home insurance, and depending on your loan product, you'll have PMI. So we're going to start with principal, interest, and then move on from there. Currently, my principal and interest payment on a monthly basis is $1,413.12 every single month. So next, we'll need to take into consideration your property taxes and your home insurance. Now, there are two ways you can pay your taxes and insurance. The first way being that you can pay on a lump sum basis. So generally property taxes are due twice a year and your home insurance is due once a year. The other way is you can have your lender or your mortgage company automatically draft the payments from your account every single month using an escrow account or impound account. So before we move on, it might be best to describe what an escrow account is. And in pretty simple terms, an escrow account, sometimes called an impound account, is set up by your mortgage lender to pay certain property-related expenses. Now, they will couple your principal, interest, your property taxes, and your home insurance into one monthly payment. And when your property taxes are due, they will pay that on your behalf. And when your home insurance expense is due, they will pay that on your behalf. So there are pros and cons to using an escrow account. So some of the pros do include there's no need to worry about lump sum payments, those 2 or 3 times a year. Your monthly payments are going to stay relatively consistent. Your lender or servicer is going to notify you in writing in the event that there is an increase in property taxes or home insurance. And in the event that there is a huge increase on your property taxes or insurance, they may cover the upfront costs of the increase and then tack it onto your monthly payments. So you won't be required to pay a lump sum out of pocket. Now, some of the cons of having or using an escrow account. So your monthly payments may be higher than what you originally thought. You are unable to use that cash for short-term investments. And if you're a freelancer or self-employed, this may be a bit of a hindrance on you. Escrow accounts can be a little tricky to get out of once you're using them. So that's definitely something to consider if you provided the option of having one versus not having one. I do know that some loan products and some lenders and services will require a escrow account. In that case, you're probably going to have to wait until you refinance the property to get rid of the escrow account. Back to taxes. So now that we understand kind of what an escrow account is and what it can do for you, we'll need to take that payment into consideration. So my taxes at this point are $2,106 every single year, or it comes out to $175 a month. For me, I personally don't use an escrow account, and I'm not required to have one because of my loan product. So I do need to put that money aside on a monthly basis. So when property taxes are due, I have the money set aside and available. Next is my home insurance. Now, just like my taxes, I'm not paying through an escrow account, and I do have a yearly payment of $1,886 or $157.16 every single month. And just like my taxes, I set that aside on a monthly basis. So when the payment comes due in about 5 months from now, I'm not worried about making a lump sum payment of, almost $2,000. So next on the list of hidden costs of owning a home, you're gonna have your upkeep and utilities. And again, we're using my personal property as an example. So we're gonna start with pest control. Now, this isn't something that I actually really considered when I purchased the home. But I do have pest control that I need to pay on a monthly basis. I do have dogs and I have a lawn and I don't want mosquitoes and I don't want ticks and yada yada. The list goes on. And it's stuff I don't want in my house or outside my house. So far this year alone, I have paid $500 in pest control or $71.42 a month since I purchased the house 7 months ago. Next, lawn care. So this is definitely something I didn't take into consideration when I purchased the home. I do have a fairly large lot that I live on. My lot's like 11,000 square feet and my home's about 2,400 square feet. So I have about 9,000 square feet to work with here. And so I've been doing a few different things to try to take care of my lawn. But so far in the 7 months that I've been here, I've probably spent $100, $150 on my lawn, which comes out to about $14 a month. I have a great neighbor who has been so helpful. He's let me borrow his lawnmower a couple of times. So I've done it that way. My dad and I used the sit-down lawnmower a few times, which right now unfortunately is broken. And so there have been 2 times that I have hired gardeners to mow my lawn. If only you guys could see what my lawn looked like prior to me hiring these guys. It was insane. It looked terrible. Next, when I did buy this home, I realized there were some repairs and improvements that needed to be done. There's also some stuff that kind of popped up along the way that it needed to fix. So at this point, I spent about $2,754 on repairs and improvements, but that also comes out to $361.70 a month that I'm paying over the past 7 months. Next, furnishings. Now, this is something, again, I really didn't take into consideration. I moved from a 1,000 square foot apartment into this 2,400 square foot home. And then pretty quickly we realized we needed some new furniture. Most of our furniture was geared towards a small living space, and now that we have a bigger space, we had to kind of get furniture that fits the house. So far we spent $2,224.90 on furniture, or $317.17 a month. Lastly, we have our utility bills. And if you're a first-time home buyer, I know you generally, and if you're renting before, you're probably generally not going to pay your water. You may not pay your HOA, but you will have your gas and your electric. So when you do purchase a new home, definitely water and HOA payments is something that you may have to consider. So my electric bill on average since I've moved in is $150 a month. My water is $60 a month. My gas is $25 and the HOA is $12 a month. So in total, with everything broken out over the 7 months that I've been here, my monthly outflow to upkeep the house, repair the house, and just make the general payments on the home are $2,763 a month. Of course, as time goes on and the year goes on, the monthly, that monthly outflow will kind of decrease as it's broken up over the full 12 months. I'm not telling you this to scare you or deter you from buying a home, because I do truly believe at the end of the day that home ownership and real estate investing is one of the most powerful tools that we have at our disposal to growing our net worth and obtaining financial freedom. Now remember, these numbers are specific to me and to my house, and they don't include the benefits and wealth factors of home ownership, such as tax breaks, appreciation, and loan paydown. Of course, if you have investment property, there are even more benefits to that. There are other real estate investment strategies that can significantly help reduce your monthly outflow, and that strategy is through house hacking. And this is probably one of the most powerful strategies that a first-time home buyer can use. And it's something that can get you into a house with low money down, and will give you the ability to, grow your wealth and give you the skills necessary to become the landlord. I will be making a more in-depth video about house hacking. I also do have a playlist that you can check out, which goes over the real estate investment strategies, as well as how I made $40,000 by simply owning the house I live in right now.